this is Judy again. Today I'm going to do another experiment. Now this is called a sesame oil test. We found that only when you buy the original or authentic oil, then it happens. If it's like a chemicalized oil, it's not real oil, we'll find that we can't actually do that. That's a good sort of tip to know, right? Whether what you buy is real or fake, yeah? So let's go. So this is, I use sesame oil because it's very thick, and I'm going to do a oil breaking emulsifying test. So I've just collected some strong alkaline from my from my Super SD501 12 plate machine. I've just collected it. As you can see, it's still quite high antioxidant in there. Or if you have a K8, you just need to press 2.5 and then 11.5 will come out from the top hose and 2.5 will come out from the bottom hose if you want to make strong alkaline. So I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to pour. If you can see, it will break the oil. 11.5 strong alkaline emulsify oil instantly, which also means why we are using this as a degreaser. It's also why we use it to clean our vegetable produce, because pesticides are oil based. Otherwise, you know, you can't wash it off with water, right? On the other hand, I'm going to use this to add water, tap my tap water. As you can see, oil floats, right? So I'm going to, since this is a period where we have everybody is so talking about COVID-19 virus, and we've been told that the COVID virus is fat soluble. So the membrane outside is basically made of a very fragile protein, and it's fat. And so that's why we've been told to wash our hands with soap regularly. So I'm going to stir it with my Mama Lemon, my detergent. And you can see that if you compare the two, strong alkaline, the minute I pour in, it just breaks it and emulsify it, right? On the other hand, my soap, I'm stirring, I'm washing my hand. We're supposed to wash 20 seconds, right? It is forming back up again and it's not breaking. So can I safely say, I'm not making any claims here, please everybody note, I'm not making any claim. I'm just saying that strong alkaline 11.5 emulsify and break oil more efficiently or same as soap. Now we've been told to wash our hand 20 seconds. We can't be washing everything 20 seconds every time, or I can't wash my eyes with alcohol sanitizers 70% to kill or to break the virus. I can't be cleaning every surfaces. I can't be doing nasal rinse with alcohol. You create another kind of lung problem, isn't it? So can I safely say that 11.5 will be easier and faster to break down, to dissolve, as good as soap, or even better, as you can say here. So I would do my eyes rinse, since I know that the virus goes in from your eyes, from your nasal, from your mouth, and all the soft tissues, even in your ear. I would regularly rinse my mouth, you know, rinse my eyes, my face, my hands. In fact, including all my shopping that I buy back. When I buy my shopping bag, I will spray 11.5 first, right, to break down the oil, and then I will carry on with the strong acidic 2.5 to kill what? All the bacteria, the germs, you know, outside. So there are two different usage. So this is just to show you. See the oil is formed again. So you can, unless you wash it regular all the time, yeah. So I'm just saying that it's a degreaser and it's effective. And if you have the machine at home, please use it. Don't miss out on the two-part, and just it can save you a lot of money. Also, if you're out of sanitizer, you can't find any good alcohol, or you're using it on children, or you know, on your pets, that is one good alternative, and it's free from your kitchen. So that being said, thank you today. We'll see you for my next tutorial. Ciao, God bless, have a beautiful day.
You know that the best way to prevent the spread of coronavirus is to wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands!
But why? It's because soap, regular soap, fancy honeysuckle soap, artisan peppermint soap, just any soap, absolutely annihilates viruses like the coronavirus. Here's how. This is what a virus, like coronavirus, looks like. It's a bit of material surrounded by a coating of proteins and fat. Viruses easily stick to places like your hands, but when you rinse your hands with just water, it rushes right over the virus. That's because that layer of fat makes the virus behave kind of like a drop of oil. You can see it happening in this demonstration. Oils are just liquid fats. What happens when you pour oil into water? It floats. It doesn't mix. But add soap, and suddenly that fatty oil dissolves into the water. That's because inside, soap has two-sided molecules. One end of the molecule is attracted to water, the other end to fat. So when the soap molecules come in contact with water and fat, these dual attractions literally pull the fat apart, surrounding the oil particles and dispersing them through the water. Let's go back to our coronavirus molecule with that layer of fat holding everything together. When it interacts with soap, bam, that fat gets pulled out by the soap. Soap literally pulls apart and demolishes these viruses. And then the water rinses the harmless leftover shards of virus down the drain. But, and you know where I'm going with this, it takes time for this effect to happen. 20 seconds to be specific. To show why, we ordered this lotion that mimics viruses and their fatty layers. It glows under a UV light. If you just rinse your hands under regular water, nothing comes off. If you wash with soap for just 5 seconds or 10 seconds, your hands are still covered. The virus is still there, able to get you and others sick. But 20 full seconds, now the soap is actually destroying the virus. Hand sanitizer works too because it's mostly alcohol, and alcohol works in a somewhat similar way to soap, breaking down that fatty layer. You need a high concentration of alcohol to make that work. The CDC recommends hand sanitizers with at least 60% alcohol. But even with 60% alcohol, the CDC recommends using soap if you can. If your hands are sweaty or dirty when you use the sanitizer, that can dilute it and diminish its effectiveness. As for soap, just any old soap works. You don't need soap marketed as antibacterial even. The FDA says skip it. There's no proof it's any more effective. Just be sure to wash your hands for 20 seconds. That's happy birthday twice. Happy birthday, dear, I guess me. Or the chorus to Lizzo's Truth Hurts.
Straight to my face.
Or Prince.
Raspberry beret.
Or Eminem.
Go, go, only got
Or even Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene, Jolene.
Just as long as it's 20 seconds. And you're using the ultimate virus annihilator, soap.